Hey guys, it's AtomBombBody, and today I'm going to give you a mini review on Survios' news title, The Walking Dead Onslaught. As a disclaimer, I did receive a key for free from Survios, but you can rest assured that I will always give my honest opinion on the game, no matter what, as you'll see shortly. Onslaught is set between seasons 8 and 9 of the Walking Dead series, and lets you play as iconic characters from the series, such as Rick, Michonne, Daryl, and Carol. There are three main things that you can do in the game. You can play a story mode in which you play as Daryl as he recounts events to Rick during his absence. You also have supply missions on which you try to collect as many supplies as possible while keeping an eye out for the impending horde, more on that later. Or you try to hold out and survive as long as possible while gathering supplies for pickup. There's also a base building aspect in which you can grow and improve your little settlement of Alexandria, which in turn gives you upgrades based on its buildings to the people, such as increased health, etc. Let's start off with some of the things that I liked. Zombies' behavior can sometimes be unpredictable, and if you let them, you can get that overwhelming feeling that you're outnumbered. They can crawl out from under cars, I've seen them fall off buildings, even just kind of appear out of bushes. The voice acting in the game is also not bad.
What were you hoping to find?
A radio, guns, something. Best chance I had.
Sometimes they provide you with clues as to things that you should grab, or something that you need to do in order to progress. Weapons don't break or need repairs, which I know to some people makes the game less immersive, but frankly I didn't mind this, as I feel like it would have added more reasons to be annoyed with the game. There's also 3 different difficulties to each of the supply missions, so you can control how challenging they are based on your skill level. Now for the things I didn't like. In most games like this, I prefer to use melee because it's quieter and just more satisfying. Gunshots in this game, however, don't seem to make a difference in drawing zombies to you. And while the melee was fun at first, it gets pretty repetitive with grab and stab. During scavenging missions, you're always weary of the impending horde that forces you to keep moving throughout the map. However, I quickly discovered that this horde is actually just a deadly, spooky mist that does damage when you stand in it. Very disappointing and immersion ruining. While the characters are obviously supposed to look like the actors on the show, there's something about them that's a little bit off. They all kind of have that 1,000-yard stare thing going on. One of the things I hated most about Onslaught was the grind required in order to progress, even for the story missions. At the end of each supply mission, you're rewarded with materials and also eventually another survivor to add to your settlement. You don't actually rescue them, they just kind of appear as you collect more materials or get more XP. I'm actually not really sure what it is that increases the bar. I just know once it goes a full 360, you get another survivor to add to your settlement. You're basically blocked from doing the story and from getting more supply missions until you can get a certain amount of survivors in your settlement. The controls are also really weird for this game. For example, in order to drop the magazine in your current weapon, normally you'd hit side grips, but for this one you hit what's normally the menu button. Then you reach with the opposite hand to your hip. Even the slightest motion will trigger an animation that reloads for you. And I don't like this for 2 reasons. One, you're at the mercy of the animation speed, so you can say goodbye to quick reloading. And 2, it just feels way less immersive. Yes, fumbling with reloading can suck, but when the game just does it for you, it feels really weird. Speaking of, reloading the bolt-action rifle is hilarious. Basically, it's a one-shot, and then you wiggle the gun, and that's how it reloads. Also, you can't pick things up in this game. Basically, you use your non-dominant hand to force grab objects. This gets weird when you're trying to pick up a gun with your dominant hand, but you have to use the opposite one, and then it's just sort of teleport grabs into your hand. There's no holstering or weapon dropping in this game because they use a weapon wheel system. What I would have liked to see is the option to do supply missions, but not as a requirement in order to fully play through the story missions. What would have helped is being able to go through the story and then being able to gather supplies and build up your settlement on the side if you wish at your own pace. Onslaught can't seem to decide whether it wanted to be an arcade shooter or a more realistic shooter. It's also pretty disappointing coming from Survios, which is known for some pretty good titles such as Creed and Raw Data, amongst others. The Walking Dead Onslaught is just super grindy and repetitive. Overall, if you want your Walking Dead fix, I say stick to Saints and Sinners. Well, that's it. If you want to watch me play more VR games live, I'll be streaming Star Wars Squadron in the upcoming week. You can check out my Twitch channel. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific. Also, my new Cyberpunk VR design just came out, so grab yourself a tank, a t-shirt, or a hoodie. Let me know if there's any VR games you want me to try or review, even if there's some older titles. As always, keep on creating and never lose that drive to improve. I'll see you on the next one. Beep, 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 beep. I think he's dead, actually. I mean, well, he's dead because he's a zombie, but... Dead, dead, dead. Like, real dead. Beep, beep, beep. I don't know why the hammer's kind of funny. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Why do hammers make beeping sounds? I don't know.